This morning, we are getting a glimpse at what authorities in Argentina believe contributed to his death. Sources tell ABC News multiple substances were found in Payne's system, including pink cocaine, a popular but potentially dangerous party drug, cocaine, benzodiazepine, and crack.
The FBI just dropped a major bombshell. A new toxicology report revealed something surprising in Liam Payne's system that shocked everyone. Traces of a certain substance were found. One that's often connected to big, flashy parties, especially the ones hosted by Diddy. Now, people are starting to question if Diddy had any involvement in Liam's tragic death. With Diddy already behind bars, this new discovery could make things even worse for him. Let's take a closer look.
So I went out to shake his hand, and I shook his hand, and I was, oh, nice to meet you, and he's going, but the longest handshake ever. And I'm like,
if someone came to me and said, look, I need this person, easiest ways to get away with murder is for someone to...
Liam Payne's death at the Casa Sur Hotel in Buenos Aires on October 16th marked a tragic end for the former One Direction star. At just 30 years old, his fall from a third-floor balcony set off an investigation that would reveal complex circumstances and lead to multiple arrests. The news is spreading like wildfire. Check out what Ronnie Wood just tweeted. I am shocked and saddened to hear of the death of Liam Payne. It was a pleasure to work with him on our X Factor performance. God bless Liam. Thinking of all his loved ones, he will be dearly missed. Hotel records document Payne's arrival 3 days before his death. Security footage showed him initially in good spirits, taking photos with fans and interacting warmly with staff. His final morning began normally, with breakfast at the hotel restaurant where he appeared relaxed and engaged with employees. The day took a darker turn by evening. Between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m., hotel staff made 2 emergency calls reporting increasingly concerning behavior. Witnesses described Payne acting erratically in the lobby, damaging property, and showing signs of severe distress. Security cameras captured him entering his room for the last time at 9:15 p.m., visibly agitated. The autopsy revealed multiple injuries from the fall, but notably showed no signs of defensive wounds. Medical examiners concluded Payne was likely unconscious or semi-conscious when he fell. Toxicology reports identified several substances in his system, including prescription medications and illegal drugs. But wait, there is more. 3 people now face charges in connection with his death. Prosecutors charged one suspect with abandonment of a person followed by death, carrying a potential 15-year sentence. A hotel employee and another individual face drug-related charges. Their identities remain sealed as the investigation continues.
Multiple substances were found in Payne's system, including pink cocaine, a popular but potentially dangerous party drug, cocaine, benzodiazepine, and crack. An improvised aluminum pipe to ingest was also found in his hotel room. His body will remain in Argentina until the autopsy is complete. The night of Payne's death, hotel officials called authorities to report that he was behaving erratically. He tragically plunged to his death from a balcony. Payne had been open about his struggle with substance.
In a shocking interview with Cam Capone News, celebrity bodyguard Big Homie CC made some serious claims about Diddy. He said Diddy might have poisoned Jamie Foxx with the same drug found in Liam Payne's toxicology report. But that's not all. Big Homie also suggested that Diddy's ex-girlfriend, Young Miami, could have been the one bringing this drug to Diddy's famous parties.
Miami might have been the one supplying this drug, Nick Payne, at those infamous Diddy parties.
Well, I know he poisoned Jamie Foxx, and Jamie Foxx reported him to the FBI because of it. I know that's a fact.
Investigators reviewed over 800 hours of security footage from the hotel and surrounding areas. The evidence revealed multiple visitors to Payne's room in the days before his death. Hotel staff reported finding his room in disarray, with broken furniture and electronics suggesting a period of erratic behavior. Kate Cassidy, Payne's girlfriend, learned of his death through media reports. Her discovery that he had other visitors at the hotel added another layer of personal tragedy. Their relationship had appeared stable, making the circumstances more shocking for those close to him. The investigation uncovered a pattern of troubled behavior. Weeks before his death, Payne had briefly entered rehabilitation, but left after 2 days. Hotel staff from previous stays reported similar incidents of room damage and concerning conduct, painting a picture of someone struggling intensely with personal demons. His former bandmates responded with grief and solidarity. Harry Styles postponed concerts while Louis Tomlinson and Niall Horan issued emotional statements. Zayn Malik, despite past tensions, canceled upcoming appearances. The One Direction social media accounts shared simple tributes as fans gathered outside the hotel creating impromptu memorials. The case highlighted the toll of early fame. Payne achieved global stardom at 16 through One Direction, missing normal adolescence. In his final interview, he spoke about the pressure of maintaining success while battling personal struggles. "We were kids handling adult-sized pressure. Sometimes the weight of it all feels impossible to carry." His 7-year-old son, Bear, shared with singer Cheryl Cole, faces growing up without his father. Payne often spoke about how fatherhood motivated his attempts at recovery. His last known conversation with family occurred the day before his death, giving no indication of the tragedy to come. The Casa Sur Hotel became an impromptu memorial site as fans gathered daily, leaving flowers, letters, and photographs. Hotel management cooperated fully with investigators, providing extensive security footage and staff testimonies. The third-floor balcony, now sealed off, prompted discussions about hotel safety regulations in Buenos Aires. The music industry's response showed the impact of his loss. Radio stations played One Direction hits in tribute, while awards shows planned memorials. His solo work gained renewed attention as fans revisited his career achievements. Fellow celebrities shared memories of a talented performer who struggled with fame's pressures. The investigation continues to examine all aspects of the case. Prosecutors focus on how drugs entered the hotel and the role of those charged in connection with his death. The combination of substances found in his system raised questions about impaired judgment and coordination in his final hours. Liam Payne's story serves as a stark reminder of fame's hidden costs. From X Factor contestant to global superstar, his journey ended tragically at 30, leaving behind questions about the entertainment industry's impact on young stars and the challenges of maintaining mental health in the public eye. The case remains active as investigators piece together the events leading to his death. While some questions may never be answered, the circumstances of his final days reveal the complex struggles behind the public persona of a charming boy band member who achieved global success but battled private demons until the end. As Diddy sits in a Brooklyn jail facing serious charges, more shocking details about his wild parties are coming to light. The investigation into Liam Payne's tragic death might just be the beginning. Many people believe even more suspicious things will be uncovered, especially if other artists are found to be connected. With all the accusations piling up, this scandal is far from over, and it looks like there's more to come.
No, I don't think so. It's part of the job. I mean, you do find private things to do with people, and you find private ways to spend your time and enjoy yourself, but it's getting harder.
Linda Ronstadt, born on July 15, 1946, in Tucson, Arizona, emerged from a rich musical lineage that would shape her extraordinary career. Growing up in a family where music was as natural as breathing, her earliest memories were filled with the harmonious blend of American and Mexican musical traditions. Her father, Gilbert Ronstadt, known locally as Gil Ronstadt and his Star-Spangled Megaphone, had made a name for himself performing at the Fox Tucson Theater during the 1930s. Though he chose the stability of the family hardware business over a professional music career, his passion for music never dimmed, and he continued to fill their home with an eclectic mix of songs, from traditional Mexican ballads to contemporary American tunes. The Ronstadt household was a musical incubator where Linda and her siblings, Peter, Susie, and Mike, learned to harmonize from an early age. Peter, particularly gifted with harmonies, helped guide his siblings in their musical development. The family would often gather for impromptu concerts, with their father teaching them traditional songs passed down through generations. These early experiences would prove instrumental in shaping Linda's future approach to music, giving her the versatility and appreciation for different musical styles that would become her trademark. In 1965, armed with her father's cherished Martin guitar, a family heirloom since 1898, Linda made the bold decision to move to Los Angeles to pursue her musical dreams. The guitar came with a family, saying passed down from her grandfather Fred. Now that you own a guitar, you will never be hungry. Though her father initially resisted her choice to enter the music industry, understanding its grueling nature, he ultimately supported her decision, though not without expressing his concerns about the challenges ahead. Linda's professional career began with the formation of the Stone Ponies, a folk rock group that achieved success with their 1967 hit, Different Drum. The song, which showcased Ronstadt's distinctive vocal style, reached number 13 on the Billboard charts and served as her introduction to a national audience. When her father first heard the song on the radio back in Tucson, his reaction was characteristically understated. "It's not that I mock it, it's just that I'm not in the market." After the Stone Ponies disbanded, Ronstadt made a groundbreaking move by releasing the first alt-country album by a female artist in 1969. This bold step marked the beginning of her remarkable solo career and established her as an artist willing to push genre boundaries. The mid-1970s marked Ronstadt's ascension to true superstardom. Her 1974 album, Heart Like a Wheel, proved to be a watershed moment, reaching number 1 on the pop charts and surpassing industry giants like Led Zeppelin and Elton John. The album went double platinum, selling over 2 million copies in the United States alone. This success wasn't just a flash in the pan. It marked the beginning of an unprecedented streak of commercial and critical triumphs. What set Ronstadt apart was her exceptional ability to interpret songs, often creating versions that surpassed the originals in popularity and critical acclaim. Her interpretations introduced new songwriters to wider audiences and demonstrated her unique talent for finding the emotional core of any song she performed. This gift led to a string of successful albums including Prisoner in Disguise, 1975, Hasten Down the Wind, 1976, and the monumental Simple Dreams, 1977. In an era when the music industry was overwhelmingly male-dominated, Ronstadt achieved several groundbreaking milestones. She became the first female artist to sell out arenas, proving that women could command the same massive audiences as their male counterparts. Her achievement of 6 consecutive platinum albums was unprecedented for a female artist at the time, and by 1978, she had become one of the highest-paid women in rock music, earning approximately $12 million that year, equivalent to $38 million today. However, success came with its challenges. In a 1976 interview with Rolling Stone, Ronstadt described the intense loneliness of touring life. "They haven't invented a word for that loneliness that everyone goes through on the road. The world rushes by and people stare at you." She faced constant scrutiny and often battled self-doubt, despite her tremendous success. By the 1980s, Ronstadt was ready for a new challenge. Instead of continuing to chase pop hits, she made the bold decision to explore her Mexican heritage through music. This wasn't just a casual foray. She dedicated herself to studying traditional Mexican music, particularly the challenging mariachi style, apprenticing with the renowned mariachi Los Camperos de Naticano. The result was Canciones de mi Padre, an album that achieved double platinum status and helped introduce traditional Mexican music to mainstream American audiences. Though some critics questioned this artistic direction, Ronstadt stood firm, often explaining that her family's Mexican roots dated back to the 1700s, and this music was as much a part of her heritage as rock or country. Throughout her career, Ronstadt's personal life attracted as much attention as her music. Her relationship with California Governor Jerry Brown in the 1970s and early 1980s made headlines, with the couple appearing on the cover of Newsweek. Their relationship represented a unique intersection of politics and entertainment, though both maintained their independence throughout. Her subsequent relationship with George Lucas in the 1980s was kept more private, though it lasted 5 years and included an engagement. The Star Wars creator even considered building a honeymoon cottage near his Skywalker Ranch, though the marriage never materialized. Other notable relationships included brief romances with comedian Jim Carrey and musicians like Jim Morrison and J.D. Souther.
Her dating life has always been a topic of interest, as she's been linked romantically to several notable people. But what sets her apart is her steadfast decision to never marry.
Though she never married, Ronstadt found fulfillment in motherhood, adopting 2 children, Mary Clementine in 1990 and Carlos in 1994. This decision marked a new chapter in her life, leading her to eventually leave Los Angeles for San Francisco, and later return to her roots in Tucson to raise her children. The new millennium brought significant challenges for Ronstadt. By 2000, she began noticing changes in her voice, though she continued to perform and record. Her final solo album, Humming to Myself, was released in 2004, followed by a collaboration with Anne Savoy in 2006. Her last live performance took place in November 2009. In 2012, Ronstadt received a diagnosis of Parkinson's disease, later corrected to progressive supranuclear palsy, which explained the deterioration of her legendary voice. She went public with her diagnosis in 2013 during interviews promoting her memoir, Simple Dreams. Despite this devastating news, Ronstadt maintained her dignity and grace, continuing to contribute to the music world through her writing and advocacy. Ronstadt's career achievements are remarkable by any standard: 27 Grammy nominations, 11 Grammy wins, and a Lifetime Achievement Grammy in 2011. Her induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2014, and receipt of the National Medal of Arts from President Barack Obama the same year cemented her status as one of America's most significant musical artists. Her influence extends beyond her commercial success. As a female artist who maintained control over her artistic choices in an era when this was rare, she paved the way for future generations of women in music. Her willingness to cross genres, from rock and country to opera and traditional Mexican music, demonstrated that artificial boundaries need not limit artistic expression. Today, residing in San Francisco's Seacliff neighborhood, Ronstadt continues to inspire through her resilience and grace. Though she can no longer sing or play music due to her condition, she maintains an active life, receiving regular visits from longtime friends and fellow musicians. Her 2019 documentary, Linda Ronstadt: The Sound of My Voice, offered fans an intimate look at her life and career, while her memoirs provide thoughtful reflection on her extraordinary journey. Throughout her career, Ronstadt maintained a distinctive approach to music that set her apart from her contemporaries. She viewed songs as stories that needed to be told with authenticity and emotional truth, regardless of genre. This philosophy allowed her to move seamlessly between different musical styles while maintaining her artistic integrity. Her influence can be seen in countless artists who followed, from country crossover stars to Latin music performers who found mainstream success. Her ability to maintain her cultural identity while achieving mainstream success provided a model for future generations of artists from diverse backgrounds. Linda Ronstadt's journey represents more than just musical success. It's a story of artistic integrity, cultural pride, and personal courage. From her early days in Tucson to her reign as the Queen of Rock and her later exploration of traditional Mexican music, she has consistently demonstrated that true artistry knows no boundaries. Her legacy continues to inspire new generations of musicians and serves as a proof to the enduring power of authentic artistic expression. Despite the challenges she has faced, particularly with her health in recent years, Ronstadt's impact on popular music and culture remains indelible. Her story is not just about the music she made, but about the barriers she broke, the paths she opened for others, and the unwavering commitment to artistic truth that characterized her entire career. What if the woman who played a role in your parents' divorce became your stepmother? How would you handle watching her ascend to become queen? For Prince William, heir to the British throne, this wasn't just a hypothetical scenario. It was his reality. The story of Prince William and Queen Camilla is one of transformation, from bitter resentment to reluctant acceptance, and finally to a complex partnership that would shape the future of the British monarchy. But recent developments suggest there might be more to this relationship than meets the public eye.
Well, there were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded.
There were 3 of us in this marriage. These words, spoken by Princess Diana in 1995, echoed through British history and left an indelible mark on a young Prince William. At just 13 years old, he watched his mother bare her soul to millions, speaking about the woman who would one day become his stepmother. The tragic death of Princess Diana in 1997 only deepened the complexity of William's feelings toward Camilla. As he walked behind his mother's coffin at just 15, the world watched a boy struggling with unimaginable loss. Behind palace walls, another story was unfolding, one of his father's determination to eventually marry the woman he had always